Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Prince of Cups. This is someone who is very artistic, intensely artistic. I think that you probably are pretty good at drawing, painting, coloring, sketching, computer graphics, animation, whatever it is. And I think that you take it very seriously, that you have a talent or an art, and maybe it's not visual arts, it could be music, it could be an art for writing, it could be a talent for any of these things. You take it very seriously. It's something that you are trying to cultivate, that you are trying to hone. I think you might take criticism a little bit harshly. You know, I don't know if you respond very well to people sort of looking at your work and criticizing it. So maybe you haven't really shown people a lot. Maybe you're reluctant to show people what you can do because you don't want the negative press, you know. You don't want the criticism. You don't want the opinion. You know, I'm showing you, I don't need you to judge it. I'm just showing you something of me. I don't need you to say, oh, it's good, but the color choices are... No. I don't feel like you really need that. I don't feel that you want that. I feel that you're sort of sensitive in that way, right? So you may have a tendency to keep some of your most sort of awesome things, talents, skills, you know, to yourself. The world may not know these things about you. Your friends, family may not know things about you. So it sort of feels like you're being secretive. It sort of feels like you're being a little closed off, that you're not letting people get to know you. That may be, maybe not, but I feel that you know you, and I feel that we maybe are getting close to just saying, screw it. I'm gonna show myself to the world. I'm gonna put my talent or my skill or whatever this is, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna see what happens. If people don't respond to it well, if I get criticism, if my family thinks it's weird or my friends think it's silly, then I'm going to try to just not care what people think, you know. And maybe it is drawing, painting, sculpture. Maybe it is something else. Maybe it is like your spiritual practices. Maybe it's something. It could be writing, poetry. It could be any of these things. Okay, we're going to put this card into some context, and we're going to see what's going on here. You got a Two of Cups. Oh, that's really nice. That feels really good. We have an Ace of Swords, a 3, Ace 2, 3. Pretty good. We've got the Prince of Pentacles now. Prince of Cups, Prince of Pentacles. The fixed feeling, the fixed construction, the building of something, right? All that love in the middle, holding it together. And a 6. Wow, cool. A 6 of Swords in the future. I think that whatever you're revealing to the world is going to be very well received, okay? I think that with these cards here, it really does show that it's going to be a warm reception. People are going to love what you show them. I don't think anybody's going to be criticizing you. You know, as sensitive as you are, I feel that everybody's really going to love what you present to them, okay? Whether this is just sort of, you know, telling your parents about your chosen religious path, or when you are, you know, finally ready to let your friends hear the song you wrote or something, you know, this sort of thing. Yeah, it's sort of a hidden talent, I guess. But let's keep going with our cards here. We've got a Queen of Swords, a 10 of Cups, the Lover's card. Come on, this is so good. And then, Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is very interesting, especially as we're sort of, we're maturing from the Prince of Pentacles into the Knight of Pentacles. That's something there. That's good. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right here. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. Don't forget, Pisces, you are magic. If you have a prediction for this mystery card, put it in the comments down below. Let's do it together as a group exercise. All right. Let's take a look around the room here. Do we have any major arcana? Well, we got the Lover's card. Right? The Lover's card is a choice. Right? It's the commitment. It's a vulnerability. When we're over here, this is the card we don't want. We don't want the lovers. We don't want the commitment. We don't want the marriage here. Maybe this is sort of taking this talent that we have and sort of we don't necessarily want to desecrate it by turning it into a business. When we think of our art and the truth, your essential truth that's inside of you, and now you're kind of showing it to the world, and the world loves it. The world wants more of it, and then you have to make that choice. Are you going to sell it? Are you going to do it for money? Or do you consider that to be sort of sacrilegious? Yeah. So I think really this whole reading is about your choice. First of all is the choice of whether or not you're going to even tell anybody about this talent that you have, or maybe it's an idea that you have, or this thing that you've written, or this thing that you've built or produced, or whatever it is. Maybe you're a filmmaker, maybe you're a musician, I don't know. So that's the first choice, and I feel like there's another choice now that if you do the first one, if you say yes to the first question, then you're going to have another question. And that second question will then be, are you going to do it for money? Are you going to accept payment in exchange for this thing that you do? Or this art that you have, this talent that you have? So I feel like it's all really coming down to a choice. Okay? We could look at this another way too. We could look at this as purely a romantic thing. I know. Put your pitchforks away. It doesn't have to be romance. But let's just see what if it is. What if it is? That if you're putting your true self, your feelings out there, if you're speaking your truth, you're telling somebody how you feel, right? But you're sort of scared to do that because you don't know how it's going to be received. You don't know if they're going to feel the same way, if it's going to be reciprocated. Well, Two of Cups, it's going to be reciprocated. Okay, so the first question then becomes, are you going to tell them how you feel? Okay, and then if you do, the second question is, how serious are you? If you're already in a relationship, this card could be talking about marriage. If you're not in a relationship now, this is the choice here becomes, are you going to allow these feelings to manifest? Okay, you have this builder energy up at the top here. You have a life that you want to build. You want to build on this thing, whatever this love is. Okay? Whether it's your talent, your hidden talent, your secret skill, or if it's romantic feelings for somebody, or a relationship that you're in, whatever that love is for you. Okay? The choice is here, what do we want to do with it? Where are we taking it? What are we building with it? What are we building on top of this? So we've got our major arcana, the choices, the commitment. We don't have any fire. We do have water, water, and water. Oh, no, that's not water. We have water, water, and water. And then we have air, air, and air. And earth, earth, and earth. Okay? So it's the thinking and the feeling that have to sort of get together and figure out what they want to do. The heart and the mind are trying to negotiate, trying to form an alliance. It's kind of oil and water, right? They don't really mix, but you shake it enough, you're going to get a nice salad dressing, right? And then that can manifest. That can bring you to the earth plane, right? That can complete the circuit. So this is all the choice, really. The heart and the mind. Can really, with the marriage that we see in the Lover's card, this is the heart and the mind. Can they get along? Can they form an alliance? Your heart wants it. I can see that. It's there. It's in you. And this love wants to get out and wants to do it, wants to create, wants to build a life, build a future, family, whatever it is, business. Wants to take this love and expand it and grow it, build it into something marvelous, right? The mind, actually, I think the mind probably is ready to go too. Because we have truth, we have cooperation, we got a plan, we got perspective. You got everything you need, right? I'm kind of speechless, actually, because this is the first time I think that we've seen the heart and the mind in such, and we have 3, 3, and 3. That's what we have here. 3, 3, and 3, right? Let's double check. 3 earth, 3 air, 3 water. 3, 3, and 3. It's showing a perfect alignment. And all of the cards we have, the earth, the water cards, and the air cards, are all showing positive energy, positive cooperation. There's a lot of light here. Okay? There's truth, there's love, there's potential. There's a plan, there's a goal, there's a perspective, there's a choice, and then there is manifestation. This is rare. I'm sort of blown away by this. It's perfect alignment. I don't think we've ever seen the heart and the mind really getting along this way. So what's the issue? What are we waiting for, right? The 2 of Cups right here is the reception. Whatever you're doing, there is love there. There's love coming from you. I think the other party is going to reciprocate. There's my cat confirming all of this. She's in the hallway doing her meows. I think she likes to hear the echo in the hallway there. She sometimes will sit right by the door, right? I should show you. She sometimes sits right by the door and just watches me do the readings. But she likes to be in the hallway anyway. The love is there, okay? And it will be received by the other party or the world at large. If this is you revealing your hidden talent or your secret skill, if this is you confessing your feelings or to pursue the object of your heart's desire, it desires you too. Okay, so a lot of love here. And I feel that this is your truth. This is your inner identity. This is something that really wants to come forth from you. Okay, and the Ace of Swords at the bottom here is very good too, because this is kind of like, this is your determination in a way. This is sort of you saying, okay, I'm going to invoke this confidence in myself and I'm going to do this, and I don't care how bad it's going to be. It's like you're psyching yourself up and you're saying, people are probably going to hate it. They're probably going to send me hate mail and I'm probably going to get some nasty messages on my answering machine, but I'm going to do it. You know, come what may. I don't care who dislikes it. I don't care what the response is. I need to do this. I need to reveal this skill or put my work out there or start my YouTube channel or tell, my partner that I want more from the relationship or whatever it is, whatever your truth is. Whatever this love is in your heart that's vying to get out, to be expressed. This is you psyching yourself up with that confidence. But it's like we're preparing for the worst, that we're expecting people to hate it. That, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this video out on the internet. I'm going to, for YouTube, you can set every video to private, and then as soon as you turn it over to public, you hit the save button, that's it. I mean, you can take it back, of course, but, that's, people are going to find it now, So I feel like you're saying, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put it out there and, I'll accept the hate mail for it. I'll accept the flack. It is what it is. But I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised, especially when, you got the 2 of Cups, you got the 6, you got the 10. I think these are all very good indications that the environment, whoever the other party is, whoever's receiving this from you, is going to like it. Okay. I think they're going to feel the same way. There's going to be a connection. It feels like it's a one-on-one thing, though, more than like a public thing, you know. But the Three of Pentacles in the background, you have the understanding of the process of creation on the physical plane. You know what it would take for this to work. You know that if you put this energy out there and you confess this feeling, or you reveal your secret skill or your hidden talent, you know that to build this into anything worthwhile is going to take a lot. Like once you open up the can of worms, well, then you're going to have to deal with the worms. You know, take care of the worms and give them some good dirt to eat or whatever. So you're not a fool. You know it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be work. It's not just as simple as you put this out there, everybody loves it, and then that's it. No, this has the potential to really become something big, something great, but it's going to need effort. You're going to have to put in the work, right? But you understand that. You know the process of creation. You know what it takes. You can't just have an idea of a house. You got to do the labor to build the house, or pay somebody else to build it, or go find one that's already built. But you can't just wish for it, right? That's only one half of it. That's only one half of it. So this begins this whole arc of the earth energy going up this way, right? This trajectory. This looks like a really nice line of progress here. So we understand we understand how to build the house, and then we invoke the Prince of Pentacles, who is the builder. This is the builder card, right? We understand how to build it. Now we're building it. Now we're looking at it being built, because the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the future. So here we're in that builder energy. Now we're realizing that, okay, I've opened up the can of worms. I've started this process, and now I've got to be there. I've got to show up every day. Because this is something, if it's a relationship, if this is romance, I know I can hear the groans. I can hear your eyes rolling. You've got to build on that relationship. You know, it's not enough to just profess your love for something and then that's it. Well, now we got to work on it. We got to build the foundation of trust and loyalty and commitment and whatever's important to the both of you. And you build that, and you think of building the future. You build a life together. You build a family. Maybe you're building a business with somebody. You're taking your hidden talent or your secret skill, and you're doing something with it. You're not just telling somebody, hey, I'm really good at drawing. Well, let me see it, you know. Let's do it. Put your money where your mouth is, you know. You got to walk the walk, in other words. Or walk the talk, I guess. So builder energy, wonderful. And then the builder, of course, you know, we invoke the builder, and then the builder needs the blueprints in order to build. It's not enough to understand the mechanics of building a house. It's not enough to call all the workers over that have the hammers and the nails and the wood, but you've got to give them the instructions. Or you've got to have the plans or the blueprints. No one, I don't think, just starts building a house just randomly, spontaneously, just working, you know, sort of doing it as they go. I don't think, you know, anyway. So there's some sort of plan. Whether it's the detailed schematics of an architectural design, or if it's just saying, hey, you know, I want to start a relationship. You see how it goes. My plans for the future. Well, these are my plans for the future. I want to be able to travel. I want to maybe have a family. Maybe we can, you know, I want to have a business, and, you know, sort of like talking about your goals with each other. What are your life plans? What are their life plans? And is there harmony? Well, 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's harmony, right? This is the two of you really being on the same page. This is, if this is a business or that hidden talent or secret skill, this is you saying to yourself maybe, or to your agent or your manager or the publishing company, what your goals are. What do you want to achieve with this? This is, wow, you showed us a really good drawing. It's crazy good. We love it. What are you hoping to do with that? You know, what do you want to see happen? And you say, well, you know, I'd like to, or if you're interviewing for a job, it's like, okay, wow, yeah, you're really good at this. We love you. We're charmed. Our pants charmed right off. What are you thinking here? You know, it's your turn now to speak and to sort of to lay out your plan of what you want in life. Okay? That's going to take us over to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. It's totally free, doesn't cost anything, helps the channel. It's a win-win situation, right? It's reciprocated, I hope. Value for value here. First of all, we get the Queen of Swords, right? Higher perspective. It's kind of like you've got these plans. You say, well, I figure I could work here for a couple of years. I'd like to work my way up to manager. I'd like to sort of be here for a long term, a few years, 5, 10, 20 years, and have a retirement thing. And, I'm going to be starting a family. I want to have some benefits. I sort of see myself in this income bracket, like you're sort of given the employer your outline of sort of what your 5-year plan is, or 10 years, or whatever. And then this card comes along, kind of says, think bigger. It's try adding another couple zeros onto that. It feels like you're sort of getting this higher perspective. You're seeing past, present, and future, and you're realizing I need to think more than just 3 feet in front of me. You say, well, I'm hoping that I can, start this week, and I got to get some food in the cupboards and some gas in the car. That's my plan, really, is to, I'm going to go and take a shower and probably watch some Netflix and get something to eat, This card is saying, no. Long-term plans. Let's think 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road. Where do you see yourself? Gaze into your crystal ball, look into the future and what's happening for you. Well, when we do it that way, we see the 10 of Cups. This is the best, how many zeros do you need to add to get your 10 of Cups? We think it's a 10, right? But a 10 is just the base 10. It's scientific notation. It's 10 to the nth power, right? So how many nths do you want on there? How many zeros do you want to add on the end of that? This is not just a 10. It's not saying you get up to 10 and that's it. Nope. This is an infinite card, as they all truly are, but especially with the 10, I think it's the infinite card. They just call it a 10 because they're not going to make an 11 of Pentacles or 11 of Cups or a 53 of Wands, But we have to imagine that this is not a line that goes to 10 and then it's nothingness afterwards. It extends infinitely. It's sort of like some cultures when they're counting, they just say, well, there's 1, there's 2, and then there's a whole bunch. And that's what we do. We say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 9, there's 10, and then there's a freaking lot. Okay? And that's why we just do base 10. Some cultures and stuff are like base 2 or base 12 or base 5 or whatever. And it's, 1 to 5 and then it's a lot. It's 1 through 10, then it's just infinite after that. Basically says I don't want to count any further. Okay. I can't remember the names of the numbers that come after 10. So we just say it's 10 and 1, 10 and 2, and then 30 is 3 and 2. Come on, we know how to do it. We count. My daughter can count. She's 4. It's actually really fun to practice counting with my daughter, because we get to 10 and then she can get, because, going from 10 to 20, it's still like 11. It's still like a weird sound. But once you get to 20, it's like 21, 22. And so once we get to 20, she can go to 100 like it's nothing. But going from 10 to 20 is hard because it's 11. What is 11? 12. What's 12? It doesn't have the same sort of pattern as 21, 22, 3 and 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 4. Anyway, I digress. The 10 is the infinite life that you are planning on. This is the perspective. This is what you can see. This is the vanishing perspective, in art or design or whatever. When you get this, the higher you get, the higher your perspective, the further out can you trace the vanishing point. So when you're down here, you kind of see, well, it goes maybe to 10 like that. But if you rise way, 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 way up, the lines you can see way further out and be like, oh, that's like a million cups cards, So the higher up you get, the further the distance. There's something mathematical about that, I'm sure of it. Okay? If there are any math people out there, what is that called? I don't know if I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's not for me to know, I guess. But the Lover's card, now here we are with that choice. Are we going to choose to follow this love or not? Are we going to choose to take it a step further? Are we going to choose to go beyond, let's say, just a sort of very conservative 10 of cups? Are we going to go after the 20 or 30 or 50 of cups? Are we going to choose to even reveal our heart at all? Maybe you're going to keep it inside. Because like I said at the beginning, you are sensitive to the way it's going to be received. Spirit's telling you right now at least, it's going to be very well received. Right now you have the potential to build, build, build. And when we get to the Knight of Pentacles, this is you having that vision of the future and seeing the thing physically being constructed. It's physically taking shape before you. Usually with this card, we say, this is your vision of the future, and now you need the plan. Well, you've got the plan, you've got the heart, you've got the choice, you've got the potential, you've got the resources. It's just how keen is your vision? How far away can you see? It's cups as far as the eye can see. So this is you now working on this long-term future. Now we can see beyond the tip of our nose. We can see more than 3 feet in front of us. So I don't know what this love is. It could be that you're could be that you're healing from something. And now the restoration of your well-being is allowing you to see further into the distance. Okay? The further you rise above whatever condition you're in now, the more cups you can see all the way down the line. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card. I don't know what this is for you. I don't know what this love is. Maybe this will help us. This could be the Empress, right? I kind of feel it's going to be a 9 of cups, though, because we're talking about the 10 of cups, and the 10 or the 20 or the million of cups is sort of the ideal. It's what the furthest potential is, the highest, biggest, greatest, whatever, potential. But the 9 is us always approaching that, always getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. It was some philosopher that said you can never actually get anywhere in life. It's impossible to actually get to a finish line, because what you do is you half the distance. You take the step and you're getting halfway there, halfway there, halfway there, halfway there. So every time the distance may be getting shorter, but you're only getting halfway there. Something like that. I don't know who said that. It was Zeno, or I don't know. Maybe someone out there knows. You can leave it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the exact kind of quote or whatever. But let's look at the mystery card. Yeah. Maybe Empress, maybe 9 of cups. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, back to the 3. 3 and a 3. We have both of these. So to me, this is saying that your understanding of the process of creation matched up with the right person or the right company or the right group of people, perhaps, is what's going to lead to this really being successful. 3 and 3 is 6, right? A lot of math today, I know. This is saying that, joining yourself together with the right energy is going to make all the difference. So maybe the 3 by itself is sort of keeping this in potential form, keeping it just as an idea. It's like you got this potential to build this house, but until you get actually the right group of people involved and all the other things that need to come together, the resources, the people, the nails, and the hammers and the boards, and the people to use it, it's not going to amount to anything. So it's no good to have this talent or this secret skill or this hidden talent. It's no good to have this love in you, unless it can find the necessary link, the magical link that brings it to manifestation. We have to complete the circuit. 3 and 3 is 6, a completed circle, a completed circuit. Makes sense, huh? We're going to do an extended reading, Pisces, if you want to stick around. I think you should. Links in the corner. There's a link down in the video description. New readings for Pisces Thursday and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings, okay? If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.